Hello, Year 7, and welcome to Biology Topic 3 Reproduction. So, in this topic, we're going to talk about all the topics to do with reproduction, and we're going to start off with Lesson 1 Adolescence. So, we're going to talk about what adolescence is. We're also then going to be able to describe the main changes that take place during puberty. Okay, so you're going to be able to state the difference between adolescence and puberty and describe the main changes that take place. So, you and your friends, if you think about your friends and yourself, do you think of yourselves as children or do you think yourselves as adults? Okay, so everybody in your year group, they're at a different stage of their emotional and their physical development. Okay, even if you haven't seen them for a while, everyone's going to be at this different stage. Okay, what adolescence is. So adolescence is the time where you change from a child to an adult. So it's a physical and an emotional change. So we're going to talk about the physical and the emotional changes that occur during adolescence. Okay, and puberty is just the physical changes that occur during adolescence. So right there, you've got your first key big difference, the difference between adolescence and the difference between puberty. So adolescence is the time where you change from a child to an adult, the physical and emotional change, and puberty is just the physical change that occurs during adolescence. So boys and girls will undergo some different changes, but also some similar changes during puberty, and we'll discuss both of those. So, draw a table and have boys on one side and girls on the other. And what I'd like you to do is write down what you think happens in each sex, so in male and female during puberty. What actually happens? So, give you your first one. So changes that occur in a girl's body. So girls grow pubic hair and underarm hair during puberty. And then changes in a boy's body is they also grow pubic hair and underarm hair during puberty. So pause this video, give yourselves up to 10 minutes. What other physical changes can you think of during puberty in both girls and boys? So two separate columns. Try and come up with as many different physical changes as you can think of. So pause the video now, and then we'll discuss them afterwards. Okay, so hopefully you managed to come up with some changes. I'm going to display my answers and what I've come up with as the changes in puberty in both girls and boys. So these are the changes I came up with. So if we start with our girls' bodies over on the left-hand side, the physical changes that are occurring in a girl's body, firstly, of course, they're growing underarm hair. Okay, they then have development of their breasts. So their breasts will grow and they will develop. They'll grow pubic hair around the vagina. Their ovaries will start to release egg cells. Okay, egg cells are the female sex cell, and we'll talk about that a bit later, but the ovaries start to release those egg cells. Okay, their periods will also start, their hips will widen, and the ovaries will produce female sex hormones. Okay, so these are all the physical changes that occur in females. In boys, it's slightly different. Okay, so you'll get hair growing on your face, your underarm, your chest, and your legs, as well as pubic hair growing around the penis. Your voice will break and it will get deeper. So you'll notice some of your friends' voices will start to get deeper, male voices. That's because their voice is breaking as they go through puberty. The testes and the penis will get bigger. The testes will start to produce sperm, the male sex cell. Their shoulders will widen, they will get more muscular, and their testes will start to produce the male sex hormone testosterone. So, as you can see, there's quite a bit of difference between females and males when it comes to puberty and the physical changes that occur during puberty. Okay, and the question is, why are these physical changes occurring? What do you notice that's similar about both of the physical changes in male and females? That's right, they're both mainly changes to start having babies and children. Okay, so puberty is a development in order for the human body to be able to facilitate human birth and reproduction. Hence the title, reproduction. So, what causes puberty? Any ideas? Well, puberty is caused by the sex hormones. So I mentioned one of them just before the last slide. So these are what are called chemical messages that travel around the body through your blood. So they're chemical messages inside your bloodstream. Okay, you'll learn more about hormones in GCSE and Key Stage 4, but for now, all you need to know is that the things that are causing puberty are sex hormones, chemical messengers in the blood. Okay, these hormones trigger the puberty process. They're made in the ovaries for females and in the testes for males. So, the female hormones are made in the ovaries and the male hormones are made in the testes. Okay, so last few questions I want you to answer before we finish off this lesson. I know it's been a bit short, but there's been a few long answer tasks for you to do. So, what's the name given to the physical changes that take place during adolescence? What causes these changes and where can they be found? And then lastly, give 2 changes that happen only to boys. So pause the video, have a go at those 3 questions. Okay. So the answers now. What's the name given to the physical changes that take place during adolescence? It is puberty. What causes these changes and where can they be found? So it's the sex hormones that cause these changes. They can be found in the ovaries for females and the testes for males. And then lastly, give 2 changes that happen only to boys. The body gets more muscular, testes produce testosterone, the voice breaks and gets deeper, or they grow facial hair or chest and underarm hair. The testes and the penis get bigger, testes start to produce sperm, or their shoulders widen. You had lots of choices there for answers. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. And as always, remember to stay safe and take care of yourselves. And make sure you're keeping these notes. So there's nothing to submit, but make sure you're keeping these notes so that these can help you when you do your end of topic quiz at the end of the topic.